Hi Brian, today we're going to be talking about fractions, chapter 11. I will be focusing on principles 1, 2, and 3, and my manipulative is a Waldorf bead stacker. So to get to what I want to explain today, we want to make sure that our children have some previous knowledge of fractions. They will already understand the parts of They will already understand that fractions are looking at parts of a whole group. They will also know that parts must be equal. So if I have a cookie and I split it right in the middle, that's equal. But if I have one one part that's bigger than the other, then that's not an equal way of looking at fractions. Our children will also have a concept of the math language, so they will know that the numerator, which is the number on top, so let's say 2 fourths, 2 is your numerator because it's telling you the number of parts or how many parts we have, and then denominator, which is the number under. So in our example, 2 fourths, 4 is the denominator because it's telling you how many parts what you're looking at is divided into. So 2 fourths of an apple, we know that the apple is divided into 4 pieces. So what I will be doing for the principles number 1, 2, and 3, we are going to be in a classroom. Someone's going to go around and ask the students what they have brought for lunch today. And as they are asking the children if they either brought a vegetarian meal, a red meat meal, a fish, or a pasta, they will put beads on the stick that's representing the items that they're looking for. So we know that we have 12 students in total in our classroom, so we know that 12 is our whole of all the students. Therefore, 12 will be the denominator. Alright, so we know we have 2 vegetarian students, so we're going to put 2 beads. Therefore, we have 2 students out of 12, or if we want to simplify, 1 student out of 6, so 1/6 of the students that are vegetarians. We have 3 students out of 12 that are that have snacks, that have lunches that have red meats in them today. So 3/12 of our students, so 3 students out of 12 have red meats today, or 1 out of 4, so a quarter or a fourth of our students have red meats today. And then if we move on to yellow, which is representing the number of students that have fish in their lunch, we have 4 students. So we have 4 students out of 12 that have fish in their lunch, or 4/12 of our students, or if you want to simplify it, it's 1/3 of our students. And for the blue beads, which are representing pasta, we have 3 students that have brought pasta lunches. So 3/12 or 3 students out of 12 have brought pasta. Now, just to make sure that we have the right numbers, we're going to count all of our beads, which you know equals 12. So just to remind ourselves, 12 is our denominator. Now, if the teacher is asking the student during the survey to look back at his answers, he can see that if he adds all the beads, he will have 12 out of 12. So, excuse me, a whole of the classroom. If we go at principle number 3, the equal parts into which the whole is divided are equal but do not have to be identical. So by looking at different foods, they're not all the same. We have vegetarian meat, pasta, fish. They're not all identical, so we're not looking at all fish items or all meat items. So that can allow the students to understand that although we're looking at different different parts, they're all not different parts, different items, they're all part of the same whole. They all create the same whole together. And if we look at principle number 2, you have to know what the whole is to say what the parts represent. So as we've mentioned before, our students know already that we have 12 students, which is the whole. So they know when they're saying that 2 out of 12 of our students are vegetarians, they know that in 212, 2 represents the number of vegetarian students and 12 represents the whole of all the students that have brought a lunch today. And yeah, that's all I had for today. Thank you.